Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me live tonight again. I know it's a Friday evening before the holiday, so thank you for taking time out to do this. So, one of the components of a successful college application that leads to admission with full financial aid offers or full funding offers that allows a student to avoid debt is strong recommendation letters, what I like to call compelling recommendation letters. So, what can your child, your prospective college student, you, if you're the prospective college student, what can you do to get the kinds of recommendation letters that will so impress admission committees that you will end up with admission with full funding offers? That's what I'm going to talk about today. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Faith Okpotor. I am the creator of a college admissions coaching program called CFF College Fully Funded. We work with serious high school juniors, rising seniors whose families cannot pay for college out of pocket. We help them successfully apply and secure admission with full funding so as to avoid debt. And we do this by using our curriculum based, tried and tested CFF College Fully Funded framework. So, if you have any questions while this is going on, please feel free to put them in the comments and I'll do my best to address them. And if you're catching this on the replay, go ahead and put the whatever questions you have in the comments and I will do my best to come back and answer them at a later time. All right, let's get into it. 3 things that students need to know to get compelling recommendation letters that lead to fully funded college admission offers. What are they? The first is that you need to know that a compelling recommendation letter speaks knowledgeably about you. And what I mean by that is that it provides the admissions committee with the context in which the recommender knows you. For example, if it is a teacher, they should be able to mention how long they have known you, what class or classes they have taught you, and when. If it is a different kind of recommender, such as a coach or a mentor or someone else, a boss, for example, they should be able to provide the context in which they know you. So, in essence, a compelling recommendation letter cannot be generic. It cannot simply be, this is the best student I have ever had, the end. Never. It can't be that. Okay. The second thing is that the recommendation letter should be a good recommendation letter. It almost goes without saying, but it doesn't. And by that, I mean the recommendation should focus on your strengths and positive attributes. It will surprise you how many recommenders decide to focus or highlight a negative before they then speak positively about a student. You don't want that. You want a recommender that would focus solely on your strengths. Okay. The third thing is that the recommendation should be packed with evidence. And I like to say, evidence lies in specifics. So your recommender should have specific examples of things that you have done to back up any claims that you are making about yourself in your application. And they should also have evidence to back up any claims that they make about you in the recommendation. That means that they would know a lot about you and they would mention about you that they would mention in their recommendation that would also match the things that you are saying about yourself in other parts of your application. Okay. So, for example, they can get as specific as describing a particular assignment or project and how you did on it, what your work ethic is like, how you made corrections, things like that. And how you responded to advice and feedback to produce a final product, things like that. Okay. That's what I mean by specifics. Now, Once you know these things, these three things, then you have to go find recommenders that will write recommendations that match these requirements I just outlined, right? Uh, a compelling recommendation, the person is knowledgeable about you, uh, a good recommendation that has evidence and is specific, and a recommendation that is that focuses on your strengths, right? So once you know all of those things, then you have to go find people that can recommend you. And to do that, you need to build good relationships with teachers, coaches, mentors, bosses, and other potential recommenders. Then, when it comes time to ask them for a recommendation, pick the people for whom you have done your best work, right? And then remind them of your good relationship and the work you did for them so that they can in turn highlight those great attributes in the recommendation that they write for you. Okay. And when you're picking these people, you have to ask them to make sure that they can write this kind of recommendation for you. All right. And this is exactly what we do with our students in CFF College Fully Funded. We cover this specific topic in week 7 of the program. Students in our program learn about what makes a good recommendation, what makes a good recommender. Then they receive a template to help them request such a good recommendation, right? A template that they can use um, to request really good recommendations. And the template would outline what to ask for, and will also provide their recommenders to help their recommenders help them, right? So the template outlines what to ask for and also what to give their recommenders so that their recommenders can help them. This includes the things that will jog the recommender's memories so that they can provide a better letter that is packed with evidence, that has specific evidence that is not generic, right? Um, of course, all of this is in service of getting good recommendations that will contribute along with the other parts of the college application to admission with full funding. All right. I hope you found this helpful. If you're interested in learning more about our college admissions coaching program or exploring working together, we're currently enrolling high school juniors who are soon to be rising seniors in a few weeks or a couple days, depending on your school year. Um, and our spots are filling up. Our deadline is fast approaching. So I have put a link in the description of the live. If you're interested in exploring that, please feel free to go ahead and book a call. I'm going to take a quick check to see if there's anything that I can answer for you right now. So let's see. All right, it looks like we're all set. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you will join me next tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Um, and I'm going to be talking about how our students ace college admissions and
All
end
right.
up in school. Sorry about that. Um, I hope you'll join me tomorrow. and at 10 a.m. Eastern, and I'm going to be talking about how our students ace college admissions and end up with full funding admission offers from selective and non-selective colleges. Thanks again, and have a good night. Bye-bye.